On the 19th of September, 1919, in Ottawa, Canada, a star was born. A star with a light so bright it would define much of collegiate hockey and lacrosse for generations to come. That star was Ned Harkness. Often referred to as a true founding father of American hockey, Ned's success was created by sheer desire. The desire to create, the desire to inspire, and the desire to win.
If he undertakes to do something, he will do it. Does he have a standard procedure that he follows? No way. But he gets it done. He will not take no for an answer. And he didn't win all those championships by accident.
He built unbelievable team loyalty and recognition of the team spirit. He gave me things not only for lacrosse, but for the game of life.
Ned's family moved to the U.S. in the 30s, and Ned graduated from Worcester Academy in 1939. 2 years later, Ned became a volunteer coach of lacrosse, and eventually as a paid coach of lacrosse and hockey.
It didn't take much coaxing to me to come to coach at Rensselaer, because the Dr. Houston became and was, in my mind, probably one of the best men that I ever worked for. He's a fabulous individual.
World War II stifled athletic programs throughout the country. Collegiate sports took a backseat to the American war effort. Ned's coaching career was put on hold as he served in the Royal Canadian Air Force in World War II, flying 39 successful Bombardier missions over Europe. But it didn't stop visions of a world-class hockey and lacrosse program for Rensselaer President Dr. Houston or Ned Harkness.
I knew if we got ice and we had a hockey rink, then I might be offered the job to coach hockey, and that's exactly what happened.
Shortly thereafter, Dr. Houston convinced the board of directors to raise $500,000 to build the field house, and that's how it all started.
When I first walked into the field house for our first game last year, our first game as a staff, my first game as head coach, the energy and the electricity was amazing. In 1948, Ned's masterful coaching and determination led RPI's lacrosse team all the way to Wembley Stadium in England, as Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute's lacrosse team represented the United States in the Olympics at an exhibition in lacrosse.
So we went to England and we played 9 games. We won 8 and tied 1. We had a great trip, and the kids were a great representation for Rensselaer.
This earth-shattering life victory was only the beginning for Harkness. Just a few short years later, after restarting the men's hockey program in the fall of 1949, Ned once again shocked the collegiate sports world.
Well, I think my fondest memory would have to be when we won the national title in ice hockey out in Colorado Springs, and we beat Michigan, and Michigan had won 4 national titles, and we knocked them off. And then next night we played Friday and Saturday with 13 guys, and then we played University of Minnesota the next night. We beat them in an overtime, and those are things. And then the lacrosse team in '52, when they won national title, and we were co-national champions with the University of Virginia, and those two would probably be the keys.
Ned's passion for future development of Rensselaer, and particularly its athletics, is as legendary as his coaching record. He always knew that a great facility, such as the East Campus Athletic Village, would entice great student athletes.
Well, I think anybody that coaches now at RPI are very, very fortunate and very lucky, because all the facilities should be as close together as possible. And I think that's a fantastic idea, and bring them all together and have a great facilities.
You recruit fantastic coaches, fantastic student athletes, and your programs just continue to thrive.
We get as good or better than any of them, and so it makes our campus better, makes our school better, and the athletes want to come to Rensselaer.
Without Ned, the program wouldn't be.
I really appreciate the amount of hours that we've had to sit together and to share some great stories, and how he took RPI and made it a national power. And that's what we're trying to do once again.
After serving at Rensselaer for over 14 years, Ned's career progressed as he went on to coach the Cornell men's hockey team in 2 national championships, Cornell's lacrosse team to 2 Ivy League championships, and led his 1970 men's hockey team to a perfect 29-0-0 record, the only unbeaten, untied national championship team in NCAA history. Ned continued his coaching career to become the first ever collegiate coach to go directly to the NHL as head coach of the famed Detroit Red Wings and eventual team general manager. Harkness returned to coaching collegiate hockey and revived the program at Union College, and later became the director of the Glens Falls Civic Center, as well as the CEO of the Olympic Regional Development Authority. Ned Harkness has been inducted into the United States Hockey Hall of Fame, the U.S. Lacrosse Hall of Fame, the RPI Athletics Hall of Fame, RPI's Hockey Ring of Honor, and many other notable honors.
I think we're all thankful for what Ned taught us in leadership, and it's helped us in our lives and carried on. And the success of this group is emblematic of that.
Ned was just terrific. I mean, he just taught us about how to play lacrosse, how to live life, and he was just one heck of a coach.
The importance of athletics in the development of students, certainly in the formative years of college, are critical, because in the locker room, on the field, you learn a lot of those life lessons that are going to be important in no matter what you do.
We remember Ned as an innovator, a motivator, a leader. We remember Ned as our coach.